So I get this question all the time, almost all the time. Actually, this is one of the questions that I think I get on a probably daily basis from different people, and that is, um, people just lose their interest in God. You know what I mean? Like they just lose their interest in they just lose their interest in going to church or being Christian. And I believe that this is a big problem for a lot of us, because sometimes I go through the same thing. I get into a state where, okay, well, I don't wanna do this today. You know what I mean? Like I don't wanna do this video today. I don't wanna share my faith today. I wanna do whatever I wanna do, which is not necessarily a Christian thing to do. Like sometimes, I would miss my old me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys go through the same thing. Sometimes I miss it when I hang out with friends that I know that I shouldn't be hanging out with, or I miss doing things that I know I shouldn't be doing. And so, let me adjust my seat real quick. And so, a lot of people, especially the younger guys, younger people, a lot of the people, they go through this, and I think I know what I think I know what's going on. At least, like from my perspective, I believe that I know exactly what it is that gets us into that state, and I'm gonna share that with you guys in a little bit. Right now, I gotta go to work. Always working, always. That's what I do. By the way, this is my shirt. If you guys want a shirt, you guys can buy some shirts from me. It's just a regular white shirt. Throwaway shirts that I use for work. So after I'm done working, I'm gonna sell it, because it's going to be $1 million when because my perspiration. It's like currency. So $1 million. So anybody wants perspiration t-shirts full of Tilla perspiration, but $1 million. It'll be worth like $2 billion in about 30 years. So I suggest you guys get it now for $1 million, so that within 30 years you guys will be billionaires. So right now I'm at the church. At the church I have a lot of responsibilities, probably like 4 or 5 something like that responsibilities. What they have me doing is they got me doing the bulletins, twice out of the month. I think about two Sabbaths out of the month I do the bulletins, which is what I'm doing right now. And I also have other responsibilities. One of my main responsibilities is I'm part in charge, or half in charge, of the audio. When the service is taking place, when the sermon is taking place, I'm part in charge of the audio system. I also teach Sabbath school for the young adults and the youth. And so I have a lot of responsibilities at the church, and I believe that having a ministry within the church is a good way for us to keep our focus on Christ, because we have a responsibility, and we are leaders, and we are leading the youth into a relationship with God and into a relationship with Christ. And I think that's it's a good thing for us, because it can also benefit our relationship with Christ, because we have to know that our relationship with Christ is solid, and it's good. It has a good foundation, so that we can lead others to Christ. I believe having a ministry within the church, or having responsibilities in the church, is one of the things that can keep our focus on Christ and keep our focus on God. And we won't lose our focus on God, because we're constantly thinking about, what should I do to lead others to Christ, to lead these young churchgoers, the youth in the church. What can I do to lead them to Christ? We're constantly thinking about leading them to Christ, whether it's with the bulletins, with the audio system. Sometimes I teach the kids how to use the audio system and how to pay attention to details of the sermon so that we can coordinate the audio accordingly. And also, of course, teaching Sabbath school and doing Bible studies with the kids as well. You guys seen me on Sabbaths when I do videos here at the church. You guys seen me that I ask kids questions, things that they can think about during the week. And I believe that we as adults and young adults, when we are on our A game and we are focused on Jesus Christ and focused on God's work, in order to lead others to God, in order to lead the youth of the church to God and to Christ, in a relationship with Christ, this can benefit also as well our relationship with God ourselves, our own relationship with God, our own relationship with Christ. And so I believe that Christian ministry and ministry within the church is a good thing, that something that we need to dive in, because if we are idle in our faith, it's gonna be bad for us if we're idle in our faith. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna take you guys on kind of a tour of what I do here on the Sabbath. Take my hat off, put it right there. All right. So here, the sanctuary. That's the sanctuary right there. This is the lobby. We do all. This thing's locked. All right, here we go. Here we are. We're at the balcony. This is the sound booth. We have this new technology. It's called August. It's an app on the phone. What we do is we turn the Bluetooth on and look for the app. It's right here. Oh wait, app is called. Oh, you can't really see it. Can't see that thing. Check this out. It's pretty cool. Watch this. So this is the sound room. If you guys can see it, it's kind of dark in here. But this is the sound room, and so through there is where we can see the speaker or the pastor. And the guys in here, usually okay, let's go over here. So usually we would train the youth, the young guys, to take care of the sound booth and to be in charge of the sound system. And what that does is what happens is they can get very, very distracted because they're in the room and they're by themselves doing the sound and doing the video and stuff. And a lot of times they will not pay attention to the sermon. And so what this does is, we give them the responsibility to control the sound and things like that. And so it kind of forces them to pay attention to the sermon, because if the pastor or the speaker, if their mic messes up or if the speaker has no sound, then the responsibility is on them. And so they have to make sure that they are on point, and they have to make sure that they have constant communication with the speaker or with the pastor or with the person in charge of this sound booth. So it keeps them focused a little bit, so they don't, so that they're not in the sanctuary playing games and playing video games or watching videos or reading stuff on Facebook. And I believe that if we give ourselves responsibilities with our own ministry, and not just ministry here at church, but our own ministry, I believe that it will benefit our relationship with Christ, and we will be on focus, and it'll keep our focus on Christ so that we can lead people to Christ. That's the whole goal, right? To lead people to Christ. And I believe that this is a very, very important for us Christians, is to keep our focus on Christ, and we can do that by having responsibilities to lead people to Christ. I think that's the most powerful way for us to be focused, is to share our faith. And when we share our faith, there are things that we don't know yet, right? And when we share our faith and people ask us questions, and we get kind of stumped, and we say, I never thought about that. I'm going to study that. You know what I'm saying? So sharing your faith and having responsibilities to share your faith, or having responsibilities in a ministry, either it's within the church or your own ministry, I believe will keep you focused on the goal ahead, which is to lead people to Christ. And not only that, but to also keep your focus on Christ. So with that said, I'm leaving, going back to work. You know what else helps me when it comes to losing my focus on God? What helps me is, and I think this will help you guys too, and I think you guys are go through this. I think the general Christian person, I think the Christians in general have a lot of questions for God. But the only thing is, they don't ask. They don't pray and they don't ask God. I believe if we ask God a question that, things that we don't know about, like things from the Bible that we're getting confused about, and we pray and ask God, hey God, can you give me an answer for this scripture here because I'm not understanding it? And then you actually go ahead and initiate the study. Pray first and then you initiate the study. God will give you an answer, or if he doesn't answer, he will give you a Bible study right then and there. And I believe this is crucial for us, because we always got to stick our face in the book. Facebook. Not Facebook. We need our faces in the book. And I believe that if we have our face in the book, in the Bible, if we have our face in the book, we will be focused on that book. We will focus our face on the book, and we will not focus our face on the Facebook. Facebook. This is a better way to spend your time. Facebook and not Facebook. Get what I'm saying? So I believe that's also one way, and I believe that that's a great way for you, for us Christians to focus, or to keep our focus on Jesus Christ, is to, I know we all have questions, and a lot of the times we don't ask God these questions. We'd rather ask someone else. We'd rather ask YouTube Christians these questions instead of asking God. And I'm not saying that you guys can't ask me things. You guys can. I mean, that's cool. But I suggest that you guys ask God first and study it. Study it. You ask God and then you initiate the study. 100% of the time, God will take you on a Bible study. Even if it's not about the thing that you asked, 100% of the time, if you pray and read the Bible, 100% of the time, God will take you on a Bible study and you will learn something that you haven't learned before. And this is one of the main things that keep me going. It keeps me interested in God, because I'm always initiating a study. You know what I mean? I have something. This is something that I've trained myself to do, because a lot of times I do have questions in my head that I don't ask God about. But when I have questions in my head, I pray and I ask God to say, hey, look, God, I'm not understanding this. Can you please tell me? And then I'll read the book. I'll read the Bible. And 100% of the time, God will take me on a Bible study. Even if it's not the thing that I asked, it's still a Bible study. And it's still good for us. Remember, Jesus said that men shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from God's mouth. So I believe Bible study and asking God questions can lead us to focus more on God, and we won't focus on other things. We won't get distracted with other things, right? So that's it for today. First thing what was the first thing? The first thing is to be involved in ministry, whether it's your own personal ministry or a ministry within the church, whatever. Just be involved in ministry and lead others to Christ, especially the youth. Number 2 is share your faith. share your faith with people. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be an atheist or a Muslim, whatever. Share your faith with people. And a lot of times, those people are going to have questions for you, and you're going to say, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask God, and I'm going to study the Bible about this specific topic that you just asked me. And that's number 3. So there you go. 3 ways for you guys not to lose focus on God and your relationship with Christ. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys were blessed by this video, please make sure to like and share with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your relatives, anyone who you know would be blessed by this Bible study video or vlog. And if you guys are new to this channel and want more Christian content, subscribe and make sure you guys hit that bell. And if you guys want to support this online video ministry and want to keep this ministry afloat, please pray for this online video ministry and donate at schoolforprophets.tv so we can take the donation money and advertise these videos so that we can reach more people. Thank you guys again. Praise God always, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.